All right, traders, and welcome back to today's daily watch list. We're going to do this very fast. The US dollar is looking a little bit bearish at the moment. I'm sorry. If we look at the daily watch list, the daily chart, this is the level that we are retesting at the moment, right? The previous broken lows, so we are still in bearish territory. We expect further bearish continuation here on the US dollar this week, more so with the big, with more stimulus coming from the Biden administration, right? Now, there's nothing much to say on the US dollar, but that we are expecting that move to the downside to the 90 level to retest the previous, the previous lows right here. Now that we have broken with this, with the 91.40 level, even though last Friday's was a big bullish day for the US dollar. Now, on the lower time frames, let's have a look at the lower time frames for the US dollar very quickly. If now we are trading above the weekly pivot, and we are trading above the previous broken highs. Now, the immediate bearish structure was broken with, so everything points out at a possible bullish continuation. Should the US dollar continue its bullish move? We don't know, right? We already saw that we are still in bearish territory on the longer time frame, but on the shorter time frame looking very bullish. So if price goes down to retest these lows and the weekly pivot rejects the 91 level, it might continue higher, right? So let's have a look and let's see how this day develops. Let's have a look and let's see how this day develops and how the US dollar continues to trade, right? Now, gold and silver, there's absolutely no trade to for us to be involved in, other than a possible buy, but we really need a gold to break with this range right here. We have been trapped inside of this range for the past 2 weeks right here, and we need gold to clear with this range in order for us to even think about getting on a long position, right? So the 4-hour chart on the top right of my screen looks like a flag, right? It looks very flaggy at the moment. We might get the possibility of a long later today, but only if we break with that range, the range that we are looking at right now on the red, right between the 1770 and the 1798, right? Let's go and let's have a look at some majors. Now, this is absolutely beautiful because we anticipated some heavy bearish reaction from this level on the euro US dollar, and that's what happened. And that is why we had our targets last week that hit target for better than 1% win right here on the euro US dollar longs, right? When we traded this portion of the move right before that bearish move. Now, on the daily looking very bearish, the euro US dollar looking very bearish. Last Friday's candle engulfed the previous 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, almost the fifth one right here. So very bearish day for the euro US dollar. Having said that, I'm sorry, yeah, very bearish day for the euro US dollar. Now, if we look at the hourly on the bottom of my screen, we are trading below this previous massive zone. So for day trades, we are going to have to try to look shorts on the euro US dollar, even more so if the DXY is trading right here above the weekly pivot and looking like a bullish continuation right on the short-term frame. So we are looking at shorts on the euro US dollar, maybe at the break of the daily lows to retest the previous weekly lows. That is something that can and will be traded with. Yeah, I'm sorry. So that is for VIPs only, right? The 4-hour time frame on the euro US dollar, however, let's have a look at structure in the market. Yes, we have broken with the previous midterm structure. Let's have a look. Well, we can say that this is a long-term structure in the sense that we have been in this structure for over 4 weeks now, in this bullish structure. And hold on, this is the right high. So we have broken with this previous, this 4-week bullish structure. This is a massive bearish breakout, and everything points out at a bearish continuation on the euro USD. So the GBP US dollar, the GBP USD, let's have a look. It's still holding. I mean, I'm still holding my bullish bias on the GBP US dollar, even though that caught the COT, the commitment of traders data shows a bearish moves during this time of the year. But if we look at the daily right here, this big bullish structure is still holding price. We are still trading above that point of control. I'm still holding my bullish bias on the GBP USD, even though there is absolutely no trade to go through right now. I'm still holding that bullish bias on the GBP US dollar. Now, should we break with these lows, with the weekly lows, I think that it's pretty obvious that we are going to go down on the GBP USD, right? But in any case, mates, I'm still focusing on this, right? And until we break with that point of control and that bullish structure, because look at that, this is a big term bullish structure. Long-term bullish structure. We're talking about a structure that started in March. Until we break with that, I'm going to still be bullish biased. Now, the US dollar Canadian dollar on the daily. Now, let's go to the 3-day chart to just have a look at what's going on right here. It's retesting these lows at the moment. Let's put it correctly on the bottom of the candle's body. It's retesting these lows, right? As you can see. Now, I am not saying that we should be buying the US dollar Canadian dollar, not at all. But what I would be looking for this week is a pullback to the 124 level. Right, because we are retesting those lows, a pullback to that 124 level for sales right here. So on the 4-hour chart, it should look a lot like this. Right, a rally, and we're talking about from current prices. It's just a 75 pip rally for our next sell on the GBP on the GBP, on the US dollar, Canadian dollar. The Aussie US dollar, now the Aussie USD looking, this looks like nothing to me. I can't find a setup. I hate it at the moment. We are trading below that point of control of the last leg up in this range, we are actually on the daily at a rejecting a very big zone of resistance. Now, having said that, there is also this big level of support. So we are trading inside of a range at the moment, right? And that range, unless it's broken with, gives us absolutely no trade at all. Now, this is actually something different because we are trading below the point of control on the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar, and we have broken with this flag. I am going to trade the short side on the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar, but that signal is for VIPs only. So if you want that signal, just go ahead and click the link below this video. The USD, the US dollar, Japanese yen, rallying from our buys last week. We are still holding those buys with the VIP, and I'm still holding those buys on the MAM. That was a great trade. We are at break-even-ish on that trade, and there's nothing else to do here on the US dollar, Japanese yen other than just holding on to those buys. Now, the US dollar versus the Swiss franc to end this today's weekly watch list, daily watch list, I'm sorry. It's retesting these levels, right? This market is very bearish, so I'm not going to be trading it at all. Now, let's have a look at the pound versus the Japanese yen. We bounced off of that previous levels, right around there, right? It's still looking very bullish, even though this 4-hour or this hourly candle is going to the downside, but we are still looking very bullish on this market. Right, so if you want to follow us on social media, go ahead and do. Please subscribe to the channel. We upload free stuff every single day, and if you want to join the VIP team and get those signals, well, the link is below this video.